Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Jack and today we're diving into Battle Nations again and taking a look at something every player has felt at least once. Nanopod regret. There's premium units that looked amazing in the shop but ended up being completely disappointing on the battlefield. In this video I'll be breaking down the top 3 Nanopod units I regret buying so you don't have to waste your beautiful green currency like me. Now before we start, there are various reasons why these units could have made their way onto this list, including performance, when I got the unit, so not their fault, but I might have got it a little bit too late, rendering it useless, and frankly, most importantly, whether I like using them or not. Because let's be honest, it doesn't matter if a unit is brilliant on the battlefield, if it's shit to use, you're going to pass it over every single time. But it's very important, viewers, that you remember this is just my opinion. I don't want a fucking mob forming in the comments telling me certain units are brilliant. Yeah, I'm sure they are. This is purely based on my own experiences. But make sure you stick around to the end, as our final unit will certainly be controversial. Now, a quick honourable mention, the Brimstone. This isn't an awful unit by any means, its ability to hit multiple enemies at once is great. But I'd be lying if I said it was ever genuinely something I've used. I've ranked it up against Rebels and Silver Wars through boredom, but its excruciatingly long reload time means it's a once and done unit in your army. And who has space for that? I don't think it's worth you investing in if you're the early levels, as there are far more worthwhile units out there. But with that said, let's hit the top 3. Now, starting off at number 3, we have the Monster Grouper. After fighting against this guy in the headaches that are naval missions, I walked away desperate to get one. He one-shots most of your navy, bullies your M10s, and shrugs off anything you throw at him. He's a big meaty unit, and honestly, I thought it would change my ocean lineup. But the truth is, that wasn't the case. I find his attacks tend to miss a lot, which makes him unenjoyable to play with. Battles take 3 times longer than they should because you're wasting attacks, and it never one-shots enemies, at least not for me. Now don't get me wrong, he's an absolutely brilliant tanking unit and I use him in my Kraken formation to soak up damage at the front, but both buoys and M10s are capable of soaking up damage too and can offer far more going forward. For a Nanopod purchase, it doesn't blow me out of the water. I'm sure it can and it will be a very strong unit at high levels, but if you're light on the green, I definitely recommend Baby Groupers instead. I found them more consistent and they are free to play. The Monster Grouper simply didn't impress me. Coming in at number 2 is the Salamander. Now I can already see you typing away furiously in the comments, but bear with me for 2 minutes. It's a very good unit. It's strong, its damage output is good, and its ability to do fire damage over time, of course, is great. But I just don't really vibe with it. Its fixed line of fire means if you're trying to rank it up solo, you can find yourself having to skip turns, waiting for the only attack capable of hitting the unit to replenish. Unless you want to spend even more of your mum's credit card money, on 5 of them, to ensure the full field of attack. When you also pair this with the fact it will be directly replaced with the Elemental Trooper very soon, it just falls that little bit too short. But with all that said, the reason it's on this list is simply due to when I got it. I got these babies later in the levels, once their usefulness was dwindling. Through no fault of their own, I'd just rather give them back and use the 100 nanopods for something else like another vet, a mega tank when they're here, or upgrading around the base. And finally, the number 1 unit in my army that I'm most disappointed in, the Heavy Chemical Tank. Now hear me out, I don't think it's the worst unit in the game, not by a long run, and I do love its ability to hit multiple enemies at once. But there are just a few niggles I have that I just can't get on board with. The fact that the canister launch attack can't hit the front row from the front row, meaning you need to sacrifice your strongest blast of acid if you want to be able to hit the whole map. And I know, balance, but I don't fucking want balance. I'm giving you hard-earned cash money. I want a unit that can kill everything from everywhere. And the fact it costs vials to heal, and I know, but Jack, it's a chemical tank. There will obviously be cost chemicals when it comes to healing it, where it doesn't cost them to produce the thing. And until we unlock the chemical reservoir at level 68, they are hard to come by. Now I know it's going to be pivotal during our early boss strikes where maximum damage per turn is the goal, and yes, I'm looking forward to that. But for the dizzying heights of 70 nanopods, I just wish it was a bit more exciting, enjoyable, and fun to use during all types of encounters. And the truth is, I think the light chem tank has it beat there. So those were the top 3 nanopod units that I regret buying in Battle Nations. And as I mentioned many times throughout the video, I do not hate these units. I don't think they're useless. They're just ones that sometimes I look at and reminisce about a time I had slightly more nanopods. But what about you? Did you buy one of these units? Or do you regret buying a different one? Let me know down in the comments below. but don't fucking bully me. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Battle Nations content, and ring the bell so you never miss an upload. I appreciate there's a bit of a drought at the minute, but once a new update comes out with guilds, hopefully boss strikes, and some more content for me to bring, I'll be on it very quickly. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.